The roads to rock crawling, to buck chuck, to screaming eagle. We talk about it all here with Jason and Chris on Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey. It's nuts, really. We get dirty with it.
Welcome to Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey, episode 153 in Studio FM. Chris, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
It's a new studio for us. This is something new, something different. You know, we're on the, as you like to say, bleeding edge of podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Bleeding edge. And where are we recording right now, Chris?
We are on a freeway somewhere in Northern California to be announced later.
We're on Highway 50 in California.
We are so pressed for time right now that we had to...
we're busy. We have actual jobs.
We have jobs. We have things going on.
And where are we headed?
We are currently on our way south to Lodi for the Snail Trail 4x4 meetup.
Yes.
And you say, why are you heading south,
And
guys?
we got our shots for Toyota Cooties, too. So we can't catch any Toyota Cooties, supposedly.
Yeah, for sure. So
fully vaccinated from the snail slime. So,
no,
yeah.
we're looking super forward to heading down there and seeing everybody. And you know, well, we're not driving a Jeep. We're not driving a Dodge. We're not driving a Chevy.
We got the Ford Platinum, baby.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are they even going to let us in the parking lot?
Hell yeah. Yeah, coming in like a wrecking ball, man.
Jesus. You know, at least there won't be... You can't put any koozies on the side because it's an aluminum.
It's true. It doesn't stick. It's recycled Coors Light cans.
That's
But,
right.
hey, it doesn't rust. Got that going for me.
So we're going to have...
Nice.
The picture of this episode when it posts is going to be interesting.
Think so?
I encourage all of our viewers to... Or listeners, shit.
Viewers, listeners, we're not a YouTube channel, Chris. We can't afford that. We don't have that kind of time. All right, so this episode, on the road, mobile, we said, hey, we got to record an episode. You've been busy as all heck at work. I've been busy, and we're like, hey, why don't we just record in the truck? So we'll see how this comes out. Might be good, might be bad. But nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Right.
So I do have a couple stories, and I'm going to start out with Blanton's.
Yes, sir.
Because, you know, I always look when I go to a bar or a restaurant, you know, and they got the, you know, oh, we got, you know, a whole whiskey menu here. All right, well, let me just see. And, you know, some of the high-end places have, of course, Pappies for like frickin' $125 for a half-ounce pour.
Right.
But if you want to try Pappies and say that you had Pappies, I guess you could do that. But anyway, so I was in Truckee skiing, imagine that. And there's a pizza and whiskey bar there. And went there with Horton, our good buddy Horton. With
Horton
the,
of the who?
Yes. The blue Toyota pickup.
The Smurf blue Toyota pickup.
Yeah, just sends it. So went there, and they had Blanton's for like $12 a pour, 12 or 14. I want to say it was 12.
That's a screaming deal.
Screaming deal. I'm like, and they had it on the shelf. It was there, physically there, and I'm like, wow. You know, I've had it before. I have some bottles at home, and I'm like, okay, well, just, you know, it's a good gauge. But anyways, good whiskey prices and great pizza. If you're ever in downtown Truckee,
yeah,
it's called, what's it called? Pizza. I don't know. I call it pizza and whiskey. Can't miss it. Only pizza place down there. I think it is something like that.
Okay.
Horton will chime in and say what the actual name is. But, yeah, and then I took my mom out to her birthday dinner. Went to Forbes Mill out in Los Gatos.
Oh, great restaurant.
So that's a nice steakhouse, right?
Oh,
I hadn't been there for a long time.
Love Forbes Mill.
Had a gift card. Oh, hey, look, there goes what is that? A Land Rover with
Land
Roto
Rover.
Packs on the side.
Oh, yeah, he's an overland. And a dog food bowl.
A dog food bowl and a cooler up on the rack.
Nice.
Things you see on the freeway. This is good. Not a full overlander, though.
So Forbes Mill.
So Forbes Mill. So Blanton's there, take a guess how much?
$28.
Nah, pretty close. Yeah, it was $25.
25.
So just to give you some reference, and I just found out minutes ago that you acquired some bottles of Blanton's.
I very well may have.
Well, so, and what the hell? You don't even share?
Oh, it was a secret.
The good find? I mean, you should have been sending me pictures right when you acquired it. Like, dude, look what I just found.
Yeah.
And you found it at retail price.
Safeway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So let's hear the story.
Oh, there's nothing to say,
Well, yeah, there is.
I mean,
You
training, you train me to go, and every time you go to Safeway, go look in the glass boxes.
Exactly.
And there it was. Boom, there it is. You had to get the manager or whoever.
Yeah,
was
to open the case.
The key master, and the key master opened the door.
The dungeon master.
And boom, I walked away with 2 bottles. So
At $60 each?
no,
Oh?
significantly more, but
Oh.
around 100.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
At Safeway?
Well, I didn't buy the 6-pack, so.
Well, yeah, but usually they're like $59 a bottle at
I
Safeway.
don't think that's
That ship sailed?
she gone. I'm
That's what
pretty
I
sure.
paid last year.
Well, that was last year.
So it's 100?
Around 100, yep.
Well, still not bad.
So yeah,
Not super great deal as 60, but it's
I
not
know, I
too
think,
bad. It's
prices
better
are
than
up.
liquor store pricing,
prices are up though,
which
but
would be
yeah,
125.
yeah, or more if you. Well,
Okay.
I mean, so
All right, so there, Don's going to be happy to hear that. Our buddy Don,
yeah,
Rubber
Don, check your Safeways. I don't know if it's everywhere, but I didn't go to the other Safeway in town. We have 2 Safeways in Livermore, and I only went to the one. So,
Okay.
but yeah, check it out. And we're always educating our listeners here. Definitely, when you go to the store, always check the glass cases. You never know what you're going to find.
You never know. You're absolutely right. I always just do a quick drive-by and see, glancing.
I know when we were down at your house last week, we killed a bottle of Eagle Rare, and you say it's around. I have not seen Eagle Rare, and I want Eagle Rare back in my collection.
I'm still seeing it around.
Really?
Yeah.
If you see a bottle, grab me one.
Really? Okay. Yeah, Total Wine & More has had it.
I don't usually go. Total Wine and More is not on my
Okay.
travel plan usually.
Well,
so
it can be. You just do it. We can stop on the way home tonight if it's still open there. I know a good store down here.
yeah, there's a Bevmo just down the street from my work, and I think there's a Total Wine and More a few miles across town. And I do drive by a Total Wine and More in Pleasanton, but usually by then I want to go home.
Well, there you go.
So, but yeah, if you're dedicated, you can find things. That's for sure.
Bourbon hunt. It's yeah.
Bourbon hunt.
Bourbon hunt season.
Bourbon
for
hunt
some of these.
season.
So just keep your eyes peeled, people.
So that's interesting about the big variant. I mean, and it's not surprising the
No.
variance of what you find pricing at different restaurants and bars.
Right.
I mean, because remember that trip we made a couple of years ago when we went to the Locked Barrel or
Locked Barrel.
up in Sacramento. We need to make another trip to that place.
That was so good.
Yeah, I mean, that was just right before COVID got stupid.
And they were closed for a long time.
They were.
Too.
They
They
were.
just opened back up. I mean, like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and that was certainly that's one of the most extensive collections and selections of
They were doing
bourbons I've ever seen.
Yeah, they were doing some dinners there. Uh-oh.
I thought
I'm allergic. I'm allergic to California
I
here.
thought you had allergen filters in this thing.
I do, but something. It was a Prius that just drove by. Or something.
Holy shit! There's a lot of traffic out here.
Yeah, welcome to. This is fun.
Yeehaw!
How I got the microphone. So just so we make this clear, so I'm not holding the microphone. It's up in the visor, and yeah, it's working out pretty good. I think we'll see how this turns out.
If we do this more frequently, we can get lapel mics.
Just think, ooh, a lapel mic. What do they call that with the fuzzy thing?
Yeah, the little the mutter.
Cody had that from Trail Chasers,
yeah,
right?
the windy.
Yeah, but there's some
Windbuster.
fancy name for that little fuzzy thing.
Dead bird.
Yeah, it looks like a dead bird is what it looks like. Okay, where
Yeah.
am I go? Oh, these people can't even hold their lane.
No. So
You're
we just transitioned to 99, Route 99. We're heading south, working our way towards Lodi. Yep, awesome. So what else have you been up to?
Me?
Yeah.
Not a whole lot. I've been working on my camper.
Yeah.
So here's something that's I don't understand. Good old Amazon. I have a leaky bathroom sink faucet, and so I'm go on Amazon, RV faucets, it's got the shower diverter for it. So I'm like, okay. So I find one I like. It's like $35. I'm like, perfect. Put it in the cart. Sorry, can't ship that to your address.
What's that all about?
I don't know. It's not. I'm not buying ammo, and and then you could click on why, and then it's like
not a 2-stroke motor.
No, it's like, why is this not being shipped to San Jose, California? I don't understand. So
you're not allowed to have faucets in San Jose, California.
Apparently not. It's it's plastic. It's not like, I don't know. Does it contain lead? I don't know. I'm just like, this is stupid. So then I go pick another one. Guess what? That can't be shipped to California either.
That makes no sense.
So I finally found one that could be shipped to California. At that point, I was like, F it, just order it and be done with it. So, yeah, I put the new taillights in. I talked about that on the previous episodes.
Right.
And beautiful, worked great. I'm like, sweet, camper set for summer. And I go take it skiing last weekend, and it was storming, and I mean, it was just awesome to have the camper. It was so comfortable and warm. And so I go to use the bathroom sink, and I hear this drip, drip. So the faucet was leaking, but it was leaking when the faucet was on, not
just
not a water line going into it, right? Because the pump I left the pump on, and it didn't even cycle for over an hour. So it's like, okay, well, that thing ain't leaking. So that's hence buying this new deal.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, whatever. It's 19 years old. I get it. And then I'm washing dishes, and I had some dishes to pan to put back under the sink. And I'm like, why is there water under here? Are you freaking kidding me right now? Water pump's leaking at the seal. It's like, oh my God. Okay. 19-year-old water pump. I guess it's time to replace that too.
Yep.
So I ended up, I haven't installed it yet, but it's called a Seaflow, and it's SEA. So like the ocean, Seaflow, and they had a great video that sold me, and it was like, I don't know, $65, $70 pump. So it wasn't crazy expensive. Right in line with the other pumps of that caliber. And I'm like, so it had a nice variable speed flow, so it didn't pulse, So I'm like, sold. And I'm going to get that hooked up this weekend. So.
Yeah, when you get it installed and we're camping in a couple of weeks, I want to check it out and see if that's...
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it doesn't bother me, the noise, because more than anything, I've always used that as an indicator that something's wrong if the pump's running. If you don't hear the pump, but it's so silent and it's running and you don't hear it, that could be bad.
Well, this thing's supposed to be quiet, but I don't think it's like silent pump. So I'll hear it. We'll see. I'll give a full report. But yeah, in a couple of weeks, we'll be trying it out. We're going to be camping for our buddy's wedding.
Yeah.
Up north here, Apple Hill area. So looking forward to that. That's going to be quite the fiesta there.
Oh, yeah.
Holy smokes. There's like 200 people coming.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. So it's nice to be camping there, so we don't have to drive. We can enjoy ourselves and just wander back to the camper.
Right.
So wait, there was a third thing. Oh, the solar panels. So my solar panels were charging, and it was cold. I mean, it was like the high of like 24. So I'm like, okay. I set my heater at 55 minimum, so it kept the camper, and everything working, and the pipes from freezing, all that stuff. And it's got the full winter package on it.
Right.
It worked beautifully.
You put the covers on your...
I did put the covers on the vents on the roof. I have dual pane windows, but I didn't install those before just for that weekend. I have that reflective bubble wrap stuff, so I put that in the window and then just put the shade over it, and that worked beautifully at night to help, cold, that transition between the window and the camera there, right? So anyways, I look over on the last day of my trip, and the solar controller's not working, no display, dead. She gone. I'm like, really? And I was fine. I had plenty of power. I wasn't worried about that. But it was just like, all these things going wrong at once, which I guess is kind of good. I can get them all fixed and hopefully be done for the season. But
yeah, I'd have just bought a new camper.
I know you would have. # Chris money. So there you go. So that's what I'll be working on this next week. Is fixing all that stuff.
You're gonna get a new solar controller, obviously.
I'll get a new, and I'm looking. That's one thing I haven't ordered. I ordered all the other stuff, but I haven't ordered the solar controller yet. So I gotta
I'll send you the link to the one.
Yeah, send me the link for that one. I probably can't afford it, but we'll see.
I don't think it was that bad, but I mean, you get what you pay for. You spend $15.
Well, I know the one that I have is like 15, but it gets crazy reviews on Amazon. It'll work beautifully.
You gotta look at the 3 and 4 star reviews, because the 5-star reviews, I don't know. Amazon is funny the way its review system works. But enough of that.
So you're saying that 3 and 4 star reviews are better than 5-star reviews?
Well, there's a lot of them are more honest. Look at this homeless encampment.
Oh my gosh, the homeless on high here.
Woo. So yeah, maintenance on all of our equipment is never ending. And speaking of maintenance, I started working on my equipment. I changed the oil on the Jeep last weekend. It doesn't get enough miles on it to do a 3,000 mile year oil change, so it gets its oil changed annually.
I'm biting my tongue.
Shut up.
It's your birthday today. I'm trying to be nice.
You change your oil annually
Happy
too.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
Just not say anything.
So it changed.
I'm not saying anything.
So I changed the oil on the Jeep. 6 quarts out, 6 quarts in, new filter. Ran it, no leaks. Super happy with that. And then the generator, my little Honda generator.
Yeah.
I change the oil on that once a year because I don't know how many.
So how do you drain the oil out of it?
Oh, I stick a little funnel thing in that screws in that I bought from Amazon, and then I tilt the generator.
Oh, I just dump it over on the side in my bucket.
No, well, I got
You have a funnel thing?
I have a special funnel that screws in.
Wow.
I think it was $6.
In where the dipstick would normally screw in?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow,
and
super fancy.
Makes it easier to fill and drain, yeah.
Wow.
So
look at that, #Chris Money.
But, I didn't know exactly how much oil to put back in the generator, and
it's like a quart and a half.
Nowhere near that. Nowhere near that. So I asked Google. I said, "Hey Google, how much oil does a Honda EU 2000i take?" And it said, "Oh, it takes 42 quarts."
What?
And I'm like, no, that's a 0.42 quarts.
Yeah, 0.42. There you go. 0.42.
42 quarts would be bad.
Well, you're supposed to overfill it like in the buggy, so if you're running it at extreme angles or something,
right.
So it doesn't.
Well, I fill it till it starts to back up.
You put some best line in there too?
No.
Oh.
No, just 10W30 like
All
they
right.
say, and they recommend you use
Lucas.
Honda Motorsports oil.
Well, of course they do.
Which I'm not going to buy. So. Anyway, so yeah, the generator and the Jeep are ready for the season. Super.
Look at the Gladiator being used as a pickup truck.
Pick 'em up
like
truck.
Furniture there from IKEA.
Yeah, nice.
All right, just
all
give them the play-by-play out here on
all
the
they can
freeway.
afford after buying the Gladiator.
Yeah, that thing was stock as stock gets.
Right, and they're still 55,000 probably.
Are they?
I don't know.
Wow.
Anyway, so yeah, I mean, we're just getting ready for the season, starting to make plans for, Sierra Treks come up. We got Ultra 4 Racing coming up.
Yeah, so Prairie City, Ultra 4, so in our JT episode, a couple episodes back.
Yep.
151. If you haven't listened to that one, you need to listen to that one, JT Taylor.
Yep, excellent.
American Badass.
American Badass. Card carrying.
Card carrying. Charter member. So yeah, looking forward to Prairie City, Ultra 4 coming out there, MAO. This is going to be awesome. We were just talking with our buddies of Code Nelson there, and Mr. Brian and Tommy.
Yep.
So all patrons of ours.
That's correct.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All supporters of the podcast. So yeah, we're planning for that, camping out for the weekend out there, and man, that's going to be a blast. I'm really looking forward to that event.
Sounds like it's going to be a pretty big crowd.
Yes, it does.
Sellout situation.
So it was great being there recently for the NorCal event that Goodby put on, and Goodby's going to be helping out.
Yep.
With this event, and yeah, this is going to be great. So. That'll be coming up here in mid-May. Is it the 11th through the 13th?
Yeah, about a month from. Well, this
Something
episode's
like that. I can't check my phone right now because I'm occupied, Chris. But yeah, Lorenzo's in the back of the truck. He's like sunning himself. It's like
drunk.
It was rainy this morning, and then the sun comes out, and he goes running in the bed of the truck. So sticking his head out every once in a while, drooling on cars going by.
So yeah, the that race is going to be the 14th.
Oh,
Saturday the 14th of May.
Saturday the 14th.
Ultra
so
4 Prairie
13th,
City.
14th.
13th, 14th.
Got
that's
it.
right.
15th. Yeah, we'll be
Probably
there that weekend.
qualifying on the 13th
Got
and
it.
racing on the 14th. And then everybody goes home on Sunday the 15th, but we don't want to talk about going
Sunday,
home.
Sunday.
So, and then, what was I going to say? I lost my train of thought.
Uh-oh.
Silence.
Anyways, Ultra 4. Get you a bid.
I can't remember now. I was on
there
a
we
roll,
go.
and then you made me look
CRS.
at
CRS kicking in.
the phone. That's right. So, yeah, hopefully our listeners can make it out there and meet up with us. We're going to be camping. We'll, I don't know, we'll have our banners up if the weather's good. Hopefully the weather's good.
Yeah, look for the Wheeling Wine and Whiskey banner.
And
We'll have
yeah,
stickers.
swing by, say hi. We'll have
Koozies.
stickers.
We
and
still
we'll
have our koozies.
We might have some free koozies, and we'll have koozies for sale.
I don't have any free koozies left, Chris. I don't know if you do.
I might have a few in my camp.
All I've got is our sale koozie. I sell them for $5 cash, and when we're in person.
Yep, and we'll
And
definitely
then
have them.
online, I think they're 7 or something.
Right. So yeah, looking forward to that, and
The
then
ultra mega koozie.
the week after that. So this episode, that's what I was going to say. This episode's going to drop
Brought
on.
to you by.
This episode's going to drop on.
Oh my God, you're doing terrible.
The 26th, I believe.
You're not even driving.
So, yeah, this will happen just before we head to that wedding weekend. What else? So, right after the weekend after Ultra 4 racing, we're going to be down at Hollister Hills for the spring safety clinic with Esprit Day 4.
Yes.
And that's sold out. So if you didn't sign up, you can put your name on the waiting list for the fall.
That's right.
Because we do it twice a year.
That's right.
Spring and fall. Usually the third weekend of each month. So third weekend of May and third weekend of September.
Right.
So good time. We teach you a lot of great information, and students usually have a really good time.
May or may not be my birthday that weekend.
Oh, that's right. Your birthday. What are you going to be? What, 50?
50.
Yeah, I'm so happy I turned 39.
Add 30 to that, Chris.
No, fuck no. Oh, that would be 69.
That's true.
69.
Look at you.
That's a
big
good
brain on Chris.
That's a good number.
Yeah, so looking forward to the safety clinic. And yeah, that's a good thing. Well, I will be bringing the Jeep down there.
Oh, yeah. So what's going to be on the Jeep?
I got some stickies.
He may or may not have stickies in the bed of the truck as we
Stickies in the
speak.
bed of the truck as we speak. Ran up to Newcastle, Auburn area, and 37 1250 17s, BF Goodrich stickies. I am so excited. So ever since I had the stickies I got the buggy with stickies, it's like, oh my gosh, I need stickies on the Jeep. And I have the MTRs on there, the Goodyear MTRs, 38 14 5 17, and hey, great tire.
They'll be for sale.
Really liked them, but those are going to be for sale, and they are gently used.
Right.
No, actually, they got a lot of tread left. They got 75% tread left.
Oh no, they're in great
if
shape.
not more. Now, obviously, they got they're chunked up from rock crawling and stuff. They might have 1,000 road miles on it, and that's probably exaggerating.
But they've been on every hard trail.
It's been on, those tires have been on Fordyce a couple times, and then Barrett and Rubicon was out at Hammers, I think, once with those tires. But
so even if you haven't been on the trails, your tires could be or have been, or you know what I mean.
What are you saying?
If you've never been on the trails, the tires will teach you how to be on the trail.
Oh yeah, maybe you should buy them.
Whoa! Really?
Hey-o!
Shots fired! Wow! Come on, man!
Come on, man! No, so I have 4 tires that will be for sale. The spare is a 37 12.5, right? 12 and a half.
Which you're gonna
17, which is brand new, never touched the ground, and I don't need that, so that could go as well. So if you are looking for any of those tires, hit me up. No reasonable offer will be refused. I won't ship them, so you got to come get them. Or
Do
we
not
can meet
trade
somewhere.
he won't trade for a Toyota or a Prius. Well, a Prius is a Toyota.
Really?
So.
Really?
Yeah, really.
No, cash. Cash is king. Cash is king.
Although, man, a Prius would really save you a lot in fuel.
No, I don't care. I would pay $15 a gallon to avoid driving a Prius.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to having those tires on the Jeep. I'm not looking forward to debeating the old tires and putting the new tires on and all the bead logs. So they're raceline wheels, and yeah, it'll be fine. I'll use the high lift jack to debead. Whoa, traffic's slowing down. Brake check. All right, we're good. Yeah, so I'm going to use the high lift jack. On the front of the Jeep is a nice, accessible receiver hitch that the jack will go into, and then I use the foot pad of the jack on the tire. It debeats the tires perfectly, so that's the poor man's debeater right there.
It's like I may have a crash of some sort.
So yeah, we got something going on up here. We got a lot of activity on ways, cops, cars.
It's like a fire truck of some sort.
Oh, here we go. Chris is gonna give the play-by-play.
Yeah, whatever.
So anyways, yeah, if you're looking for some Goodyear MTRs 38 14 50 17s, hit me up.
Cool. Cleaning house.
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, this is a nice.
Oh, they got the off-ramp closed. It's a Prius. Prius down.
Is it a Prius? Oh, it looks like it is.
Looks like it caught on fire.
Actually, a Ford.
What is it?
It is a Prius.
It's a fucking Prius.
A barbecue.
Oh, barbecue Prius.
Wow.
Prius down. There you go, Cody Wagner.
I wonder if
One more Prius off the road for you. Well, hopefully everybody was okay. It looked like there was no ambulance there, so that's a good sign. But fire crew was mopping up. They were rolling up their hoses.
When you have
So
flames
Prius
coming
caught on
out-
fire.
Barbecue.
The electric car on fire.
Yeah.
What do you? Is it still called a barbecue?
Hell yeah. Because
Okay.
it's got a gas engine. So that typically what happens with those cars is the fuel rail starts to leak, and it leaks high pressure fuel onto the exhaust manifold, which starts the car on fire.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
The more you know.
The more you know.
We don't have our fancy
Oh,
board,
we don't
so-
have the Roadcaster. We're doing the remote setup here. This is super remote. We're moving
We're
remote.
moving, yeah.
I don't know if anybody's ever recorded a podcast in a car like this before.
You know, I
Or
think
on the road.
didn't Fortune
This is a
Off Road
truck.
record some stuff on their drive down to King of the Hammers?
Fortune did,
I think,
but they're YouTube.
I know, but they were doing a recording while they were driving.
Yeah, a lot of people do. Freaking phone stuff, but this is podcast.
This is podcast.
This is a whole nother level.
So yeah, we're on a freeway. There's asphalt. There's striped lines, and there's clouds in the sky, and there's oleanders in the center divide. Oh yeah. Now that you have the full picture.
Semi trucks. Wow.
So the other big news that's going on is we've kind of been talking a little bit about our transition away from Patreon to irate. So we're not gonna
Pause. Don't. We're gonna give you info on that, but we don't want you to switch yet.
Yeah, don't switch yet. But what you can do, and we encourage you to do, is to go to Irate 4x4, and if you're not a member of Irate 4x4, sign up. It's free.
Sign up for an account free.
Create an account. That's free. And when we are ready to rock and roll with our situation, switching away from Patreon, we will make those announcements. But in the meantime, we know everybody's excited about the transition. The Snail Trail boys have transitioned already, and it sounds like it's gone relatively.
They've paved the road.
They've paved the road.
So we're just going to put the stripes on it.
Yeah. But just hold your horses a little bit and
Keep your pants on.
sign up for Irate, and then there'll be more details to follow regarding how to go about becoming a new. I don't know what we're going to call that yet, but a new supporter
we came
of the
up
show.
We came up with a couple good names. So we're gonna, instead of saying patrons, we're gonna say something else. So we're
brainstorming.
We're working on that. Spitballing on that one.
Exactly. That's one of the reasons why we're driving back and forth together today, so we could. Basically, this is a long ass business meeting.
Wow. Okay. Good. So does that mean my fuel's paid for?
Sure, I guess not. We're broke.
What do we see there in Sacto, it was $6.60 a gallon for diesel.
Yeah,
$6.60.
silly.
6.60.
That's in
$6.60.
Yeah, people want to post the diesel fuel prices from other locations of the country to make us feel really bad.
Now in Minden, Nevada,
Yeah.
it was like $4.30 I paid.
For diesel?
For diesel. Yeah.
Hope you filled up.
So what's that? I put as much as I could.
Did you put it 100,
I
200
filled
gallon
up my
tank in the trunk?
I filled up my coffee cup too in the truck. Every vessel I had that would hold liquid, I filled up.
Oh man, garbage bags.
Yep. Man, I mean, just California.
Did you see that
taxes
fuzzy
on-
steering wheel cover on
It's
that
so
Domino's car?
No, is that? Oh, it is. I can see it in the rearview mirror. That's huge. It's got the Domino's, sign on top of the car. That's great.
Yep.
What is that? A Chrysler?
I don't know what
Yeah,
it was.
Chrysler.
All I saw was a pink fuzzy steering wheel cover.
We should play Slug Bug. You ever play Slug Bug
Oh
when you
yeah,
were a kid?
my daughter and
You don't see Volkswagen Bugs very often
my
though
wife
anymore.
play it all the time.
Yeah. You played with your daughter and
No,
you
my
hit her?
wife and my
Oh.
no, my wife and daughter
Oh,
play.
okay.
I don't hit women or
Okay.
girls. At least not anymore. I weaned myself off of that. So
Oh gosh.
shit.
So your daughter made. Speaking of your daughter, she made some killer chocolate chip cookies for your
Oh,
birthday. By
yeah.
the way, those were really good. What did you call them? Brown butter chocolate chip cookies.
Brown butter chocolate chip cookies. Yeah, it's,
They were
that's
delicious.
her specialty, and she every once in a while she just decides to whip some up, and they're super good.
She should package those up. You know, like 6 or so, and sell them
Yeah,
for
maybe
like $5 a bag or something.
she makes better money raising pigs and slaughtering.
Oh, that's right. She's like FFA.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And she auctions off the bacon support units and
Bacon support units.
makes pretty good money at it. So
Nice.
yeah, so that's kind of in a nutshell what's going on in our reality.
Really? Is that all you got?
I don't really. I mean,
We got 9 more minutes before we're there.
Yeah.
Before we roll into the
Shit show.
Slime Fest here.
Slime
Snail
Fest.
Trail Slime Fest.
I haven't seen any. I haven't seen
2022.
any rooftop tents.
No, that's good. Yeah, we're in Lodi. We
Oh.
are in Lodi right now.
Okay.
Lodi, California. You ever heard that song before? Stuck in Lodi again.
Isn't that that show with the motorcycle gang members? Was
Hey, look
based-
at Lane Stealer. I forgot there's a Lane Stealer
Squirrel.
here. There's a lot of Lances there.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, but
wish we had time
you're
to go
kind
look
of
at
hung
the
up
models.
on kind of hung up on host campers right
Well,
now.
I'll tell you. Okay, so that is a good one. So I went and looked when I was driving through Minden, actually Carson City. I saw 3 brand new host campers sitting on a lot, and
With sold signs on them or no?
no, I just saw them there. So I whipped in, and I'm like, well, I want to see. I look at them online. They have really cool floor plans, and our buddy Eddie, he's got a host. He's a patron too, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah, thanks, Eddie. So he has a host camper, and like I say, they've got some pretty cool floor plans. So they had the mammoth, which is just ginormous.
Mammoth, is that like
You
the
need
Buick?
you need like an F550 to haul this thing around.
Or a Ram?
No, maybe 2 Rams and a trailer and
Just one Ram.
extra wheels. I don't know, but so they had a 10.5. They call it Cascade. But anyways, they make a 9.5, a 9.5 footer. Like my camper's a 9.5. I think it's the perfect size for 2 people.
Are those the side or the offset back for the entry?
Yeah, so it's an offset back rear entry. So it's not in the middle like our Lances. The door's off to the passenger side when you're
Right.
at the back. And they have, dual or single slides, but this Cascade had a dual slide. But the whole thing I wanted to see in person is the bathroom, the shitter and the bathroom sink is on the slide out.
Right.
And I'm like, how does that work? How does that work? And so I got to take a look at this one, and the holding tank for the, your black water for the shitter and the sink water goes into it as well, your bathroom sink.
Right.
32-gallon tank, which is a big tank,
That's a good size.
is in the slide out. It's part of the slide out, which means that is above your bed rail of your truck.
Right, which raises
on that
your
slide
center
out
of gravity.
So and I'm like, that's quite a bit of weight, when that thing's even half full,
right?
sloshing around.
And for those people that aren't truck camper owners or even in the know, most of the time, almost all the time, the tanks are in the floor, which would be just above the bed. It would basically be right adjacent to the bed of the truck, so they're super low down.
Yeah, the floor of the truck, the bed of the truck, or if you have extended beyond 8 feet, like mine, my tanks are off the back.
Right, as are mine.
Yeah. And sometimes they have like a gray water tank along the bed rail area, like below the bed rail, but on that side of the bed rail, for sinks. So, I don't know. I mean, great layout. It was very spacious inside. Beautiful. I didn't even ask the price because I knew I couldn't afford it.
Those things are super heavy.
Yeah, and I go, hey, if I was to order one today, how long would it be? And he said, well, probably be January or February of 2023.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? So
that's a long wait.
Yeah, exactly. So I said, wow, my camper
and
is
I
just
bet you
fine.
they're $70,000.
I know. It's got, you look at these things, the lances are right there, and it's just like, but I don't know. So it answered my question of how they work that. The shower was in the, not on the slide out. It was in the center of the camper. So where our door would be in the center of the camper, that's where the shower was.
Uh-huh.
And, your door's off to the right of that. So I'm like, okay, cool. It was very nice. It had a little fireplace in there and a couple of chairs, and then you could either have a couch or dinette.
Right.
A lot of options. A lot of nice stuff. The LED lighting was top notch in there. And I'm like, okay, very cool. So
did they have lithium batteries? Was that
I did not open that battery compartment, but I got to assume this thing was fully loaded. Apparently it was the owner's camper.
Oh.
And he was waiting for his new truck to arrive to put it on there.
Okay, yeah, I mean,
so
that would be a big upgrade, and what I'd like to upgrade my camper to is the lithium-type batteries when I need to replace my AGMs, which will probably be next year. But, man...
I like my AGMs. That was an upgrade for me, and they're working, like in that cold temperature, they work beautifully.
Oh, good.
And apparently my solar wasn't working, so or only part-time.
Well, just buy a higher quality controller and you'll be rocking and rolling
again. Yeah, so
again.
you got to send me that and I'll see. Yeah, that's the last thing I got.
Whoa,
cone in the road.
Cone down.
Okay, here we go.
Must be a snail boy.
We're
another cone over there, man.
Man.
Freaking Snail Trail.
Construction. Those are California palm trees, we call those. The state tree.
Remember we came, this is all closed.
Oh,
huh?
You're right.
We stopped here when we were on our way up to TAC 1
We're over by TAC 1 Fab. Carlos.
Yeah, I wonder if Carlos is going to be there today.
Are we? We're not that far because that was the subway we went to.
Exactly.
Wow, a little total deja vu.
Yeah, no shit.
Whoa, where are we headed?
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm just following the ways here. Never doubt ways.
I'm gonna lock and load.
Oh, I see what they're doing. They're jogging us back around because of that
road's closed.
Yeah.
Sorry, Moose should have told you that the park's closed at the entrance.
Wow.
Yeah. So, a lot of camper talk today.
Well, camper talk. We got Ultra 4 talk. We a little bourbon talk.
Tire talk.
Oh, I'm excited about the tires. Downside. Do you know anybody that downsize tires? Usually you go up.
I always thought your Jeep looked like a Tonka.
Well, I said that too. And originally, I bought those tires with the plan to put coilovers and link it. And then I went out and bought the buggy a few months later. So then I was like, well, I need tires on the Jeep. And that's where it ended up. So
right.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But now to go back to 37s and stickies and be super, super duper for that.
All right. Well,
I'm
cool.
liking it.
Wait,
look at the metal yard. There's a lot of good metal there.
Can't wait to see your rig on McCrazy Road.
McCrazy.
See if you can dent the other side of the dash.
Yeah. McCrazy is crazy.
Oh, homeless encampment. Nice.
Uh-oh. Cops. We got sirens. Where are they?
I don't know. I don't see
They just went by on the freeway.
Yeah, that's homeless encampment. Holy mackerel.
Oh,
Are they on
wow.
the railroad crossing, or what is that?
It's an old railroad trestle. Oh, my God.
That is
Look at that.
Wow.
Look at the car. All jacked up over there. Wow.
Cray.
Wow.
All right, well, we're about to arrive
There you
at
go.
our destination.
This has been interesting. So we may or may not do this again.
And we'll see how I can filter out the road noise.
Nothing venture, nothing gain.
So, if you want to get a hold of us, you're welcome to email Chris or Jason at wheelingwineandwhiskey.com. You can also email Lorenzo. He may or may not respond. Do not forget about our Instagram. That's a great way to communicate with us. Certainly, this is going to be a couple weeks from now, but I want to thank everybody for the very nice birthday wishes. That was awesome.
Yeah, you got some good traction on IG.
Super cool. And don't forget about our phone number. Jason, what's that?
That's 408-800-5169. 408-800-5169, and we are pulling into High Water Brewing right now.
Absolutely.
Look at this. So don't forget to hit up our website and get some merch. Get some merch from Dirtbag Clothing.
That's right.
Johnny's been pumping those out. We've been getting some orders, so thank you very much for those of you that have ordered. And yeah, oh, look at this. There's a few people here.
Let's see
What do we got in the parking lot? We got a well, Toyota's surprising.
see any
Hey, there's a
rooftop tents.
Chicory.
No, that's a 4Runner, dude.
Is that a 4Runner? Oh. Hey, it's got a Wheeling Wine and Whiskey sticker on it.
Yeah, it
Hell
does.
yeah.
Might be Mike Toronto. No.
It could be.
Anyway, yeah. So yeah, reach out for some merch. Don't forget, if you want to call our phone number, leave a message, voice message. You might get played back. And
There's Lee Lim.
Wow, we're rolling in. So
I'm just gonna pull in the back here.
We're gonna wrap this up.
We're just gonna do this.
You got anything else?
I got nothing else.
All right, we're out.
Are you still there? You still there? Okay. Hey, wait, we got bonus content here. Just keeps flowing in. Like we say, Chris, what do we say at Wheeling Wine and Whiskey? What's one of our mantras?
We give till it hurts.
Exactly. So we've got Renee Allen here, the co-chair. Well, we should just say chairman, John or Renee. But
Yeah.
we know Renee does all the work.
Of course she does.
Yeah. Because John's busy working on his Dodge all the time, so that's why Renee does the work.
Well, he's been working on that race car for 2.5 years.
So anyways, so Renee Allen is here to talk about. We caught up with her at the meetup to talk about Sierra Trek 2022. Can you believe that, Chris? 2022. What was your first Sierra Trek? What year?
Oh,
Do you know?
I don't know. It's 10 years ago, maybe.
Wow.
I haven't been to that many of them, but I've been to quite a few since.
Yeah, mine was
Since I started going. I think I've missed one since in the last 10 years.
I think 90 or 91 was my first one.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. All right, so
We'll have to
let's
do a recap on all those visits, on all those Sierra Treks
Right.
with you. All right, let's roll that footage.
Okay, we are here with the co-chair of Sierra Trek, one of our favorite runs, my favorite run of the year, Cal 4 run. Renee, how are you?
I am fantastic, thank you.
Hey, so we wanted to get you on the podcast to give everybody an early update on what's going on with Trek and how they can get signed up and for the 2022 Trek.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Well, Sierra Trek registration is open. The dates for Trek this year are August 11th through the 14th, and all runs are open and ready to go.
All runs. Well, tell us about the runs.
Yeah, what kind of runs are there? I mean, there's something for everybody, right?
There is something
Even if
for
you have a
everybody.
Toyota.
That's right, even a Toyota. So the misconception with Sierra Trek is that it is all about Fort Ice, and it's
Hardcore,
not
yeah.
all about Fort Ice.
Correct.
It is all about everything else, and it is a family-friendly event.
Cool.
Something for everybody.
There is. So side-by-sides, so golf carts, side-by-sides.
We've got golf cart run on Friday and Saturday where
Nice.
they will take you out and about. Maybe you can shoot a couple golf balls, but the golf carts are going.
Wow, I'll bring my clubs.
No. So there is a huge side-by-side contingent up there.
Yep.
And then there are There's a historical run, so like even a Suzuki Samurai could do the historical run, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Samurai James just walked up here, so that's why I threw that in. But
Yep.
no, the historical run is super cool and super educational
Yep.
of that.
And that's pretty
Historic mining
easy
community up
rigs,
there.
right? You
Yeah.
don't need to have a badass rock
No.
crawler
Nope.
to do that
The
trail.
historical run is on Saturday, where they take you down into Truckee and take you up to the train trestles, and they give you a history about all of the upper part of the train trestles in Truckee and Donner Lake.
Cool.
And then of course there's a long wheelbase run there on the Bear Valley Loop Trail.
There is. That is the Outer Limits run on Saturday that runs the Bear
Ooh.
Valley Loop Trail. And it used to be the long wheelbase, but now we call it Outer Limits.
Yeah.
It isn't the Rubicon or Fordyce. It has some challenges with bypasses, but for the most part, it's a fairly easy-ish trail. You might get some brush scratches in there, but other than that, the trail is a lot of fun with some good opportunities and views in there to test out your four-wheel drive capabilities.
Cool.
And that there are bypasses on that. There's some hill climbs
And
to
expert
do, or you
spotting.
can bypass it.
And expert spotting.
Yeah, and it's a very scenic trail, and so I've been on that trail several times.
I might do that trail this year myself.
should.
I
You
think
should.
I should.
You
yeah.
should.
It's a good-
I'd
good
like to
trail.
do that. Yeah.
It's a good trail.
Yeah.
And then of course we've got Fordyce, my favorite trail of all time.
yeah.
So
40
Fordyce-
43 stickies.
Yeah, with 43 stickies.
Fordyce is, well, my all-time
Yeah.
passionate trail. But if you don't want to run the whole trail, we offer the river run.
Yeah, the river run's a good run.
The river
Yeah.
run's
That
fun.
on Saturday.
It's Friday. I think
Do
there's
they
a
do
run.
Friday as well? So
Uh,
usually it's Saturday morning.
Yeah. Even the Barbie Jeep's been on the river
There
run.
is
Yeah.
one for, I believe, Thursday, Friday, and
Oh, geez. You guys are
there's a
expanding
river
this
run
year.
on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I
Holy
believe.
smokes.
Wow.
And that will go down Winch Hill 543, have lunch at the river, and turn
And
around
then
and come
around
back up.
Yeah,
Now,
Yep.
that's
people
good.
people bring their own lunch. They're not provided
Peop-
by lunch.
Yep, people have to bring their own lunch.
Right,
You remember
right.
the Lunchables, Renee, back in the day?
Yes,
That
I
was
do. Where
hilarious.
they used to give you the little baggie that had an
Yeah.
apple
Yeah.
and like something
perfect.
else
But then
in
they actually
it.
had Lunchables one year.
They did have the
like
Lunchables.
physical Lunchables with like
Yes.
the tiny
The
little,
little
ham
crackers and everything.
Yeah, and then it had an Oreo cookie with it or something.
Yeah,
My
or a
kid-
mint-
my kids
an
had
Aunt Gray's
Lunchables,
mint
yeah.
Or
in
you
it
could
or
get the
something.
Capri Sun to go with
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That was a
Capri
long,
Sun, Danny
that-
Kittleson.
Yeah, Danny
So-
Just
Capri
call
Sun.
him out right now.
Yeah.
So speaking of lunches, but the chow. So
Yeah.
I mean, when you sign up for Sierra Trek, you're also meals are included, breakfast
You-
and dinner, right?
Included is Thursday dinner, Friday breakfast and dinner, Saturday breakfast and dinner, and Sunday is usually like a continental
Leftovers.
breakfast.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. And then
and
we
you
have
can get tri-tips for like $5.
Right,
Yep.
or hot dogs
Whatever's
and
left
buns
over.
Yep.
and
And
whatnot.
we
They're
have-
clearing out the truck.
a band for Friday and Saturday night.
Woohoo.
Okay.
Raffle is already up and going. They're already starting to get raffle stuff
That's
in.
awesome. Who's
We
doing the
have-
raffle this year?
It is the Forest Hill four-wheelers.
Yes. Nice.
Yep. And
no,
then
no longer the Mad Hatters.
Who's managing
No.
the dancing pole?
the dancing pole.
what?
No
That's
brass pole?
No,
yeah.
What are you talking
Shh. That was a
That's a
secret.
Oh, that's a secret. Oh
That was a
shit!
about?
secret.
Chris, you got
Damn
to be
it.
there to. Yeah, we'll edit that out.
Sorry, I let it out.
Okay.
Oh, boy. All right.
Yeah.
So you got a vehicle show, right, on Saturday?
We'll have the vehicle show. We have the vendor show, which is shaping up to be one of the best. And I will note that this is the 55th annual Sierra Trek.
That's
So
true.
this is a
need
big
to,
one.
We need to make note of that because after all this COVID stuff and everything, and last year was good and
But
well
it was
attended.
smoky. Yeah,
And
but
it
the
was and it
smoke
got
was bad.
smoky and no smoke this year in California. It's been banned by our mayor.
I hope so,
understand.
'cause
we
I
got
don't-
we got that's one good thing. The
I-
only good thing that he's done
I don't
is
need
ban
a-
smoke this
I
year,
don't need
2022.
another day in the emergency
No.
room with my husband.
no,
so
no.
yeah, let's
So-
not have smoke.
So yeah,
There will be a campfire, but
yeah. So
we have we have the bar by the Capital City Mountain Goats again.
and that is
Goat's milk.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, I was getting to
God.
that. You just stole my thunder.
Yes, I
the goat's
did.
milk
It's all about
it
the
was
goat's
back
milk.
last year, and it will be back again this year.
Yep.
Sweet.
55 years of Trek, and again, it is important to note how you started out. saying that there's something for everybody. You don't have to have this crazy built buggy or anything to do
Nope.
Fordyce. There's a run for everybody
And
from
there's also,
Mild to Wild.
Yep, and there's also an option for just camping and entertainment if you don't want
Right.
to go on the trails. There's an option to just come
You
and
wanna-
hang out.
That's
Right.
what we call Overlander package.
Right.
Yes,
So
that
the
is
Overlander package, if you just want to come out with your Overlander and set up your 270-degree awning and, just
Is that
scuttle
called
it up.
also known as the Batwing?
Yeah, you don't even need to scuttle it up because the food is awesome.
The chow is incredible.
I mean, the food has always been good there, and it's great time eating with all your friends. So, I'm looking forward to it. I look forward. This is my number one event.
Oh,
every
yeah,
year.
no doubt.
Trail Heroes definitely up there and giving Sierra Trek a run for its money. But again, my heart is on Granite in the Sierras, and Fordyce is my trail. So, and all the mining history up there.
Well, the trail's
So-
always changing, so.
Got to check this out. Renee is what's just basic cost if anybody's wondering what this would set them back.
$1
So
million.
if you- Yeah.
Nice. That's Chris money right there.
Right.
Yeah. He makes the big bucks.
Yeah.
So if you want to get more information on Sierra Trek,
Yeah.
there is a website. If you go to the Cal4 website under events and click Sierra Trek, it's got a breakdown of all the runs. There is also an email address of cal4sierratrek@gmail.com. You can reach out to us, chair people,
Okay.
and we will answer any questions. If you have any questions or concerns about the trail and your rig, we can answer them all for you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So you and your husband John, you met up there, right? So how many years ago? How many years have you been
So-
involved with this whole
1 million
operation?
years.
So
Well,
this
Chris
will
is just
be-
million everything.
Yeah, so this will be our 25th year together because we did have our first date at Trek of 97.
Wow.
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 And I was there.
You were there.
And I knew
You were
John
there.
before I knew you, right?
I know, so that's a long
Yeah,
time.
that's a long time.
So it wasn't a million years.
That's why your mom likes me better.
Right. Except, well, there you go. And that's true. And that is
Wow.
true. So it's awesome. It's cool that you guys, you and John, have you were co-chairs last year, and so this year you're on your own,
This
making
year-
it happen.
Yep, we don't have a co-chair, so I'm kind of interim as co-chair.
Right.
So it's just us chairing, but we have the committee people that we have so far are doing awesome. We're
Yeah.
meeting every month. The committees are filling up.
Is there any
if-
committees open right now that if somebody wants to volunteer and help out?
We do have room for people.
Okay.
So if they are interested in helping out, please reach out to us and we can let you know where we have, because I don't really know until our next meeting what we still have left. But I know we have room open if you guys want to help out.
Perfect. So reach
Awesome.
out, and they can do that through, how
The-
can they get a hold of you?
Through the website or through the email address.
Okay, perfect. That's awesome.
Awesome. Very cool. Man, I'm looking
Chris,
forward to
another
Sierra Trek.
million what?
$1 million. $1 million dolphins.
million.
I want freaking laser beams
1
on my
million
dolphins.
granite rocks on the trail. No, so
right.
it's cool. Thank you, Renee.
You are very welcome.
We will touch back with you before the event, obviously.
Of
So the
course.
dates, did we mention the dates of this event?
August 11th through the 14th.
Yeah, 11th through the 14th. So that's Thursday through Sunday.
And-
Mark your
August.
And
calendars.
as you know, we are all usually up there the weekend before,
Sure.
starting to set up camp, because it takes a week to set up the entire town.
So, yeah.
Takes
so
a week to get the
there's-
bathrooms in there. That's
We're,
what it is.
we're always looking forward. We're always looking forward to volunteers. So, like, if you want to be in the early part of the week and get everything set up, or you want to be part of the event and help out with the kitchen crew, the wind chills. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. It's super cool. So, please reach out. Look on the Cal 4-Wheel website.
Yep, Cal 4-Wheel Events and Sierra Trek. And then Jason here is our master of ceremonies on Saturday night.
I don't like talking into a microphone.
Not at all.
Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Anyways, yeah. So I got some fun things planned for this year for Saturday night.
Yep.
So, anyways, yeah, it's a great event. I love it. I look forward to it every year. And if you haven't been, you really need to go, even if you just go up and observe. But there
Hell of
is
a
a run
time.
for every vehicle.
Vendors and whatnot. Yeah, it's
vendors,
gonna be badass.
vehicle show. It's a great event for everything. And even if you don't want to run 5, Fordyce, you can go to the top of 5 and look down the
And
trail
watch.
and see
You
the
can
vehicles
watch
coming
people.
up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You got the Outer Limits run. You got the historical run. You got this side-by-side run.
Just a campfire,
There's
man.
also a run to Signal Peak.
Oh, there's a Signal Peak run,
Ooh,
too. Another run.
That's on Friday is the
Yeah.
Signal Peak
Keeps
run.
on giving, never
Okay,
ends.
There you go.
That's right.
Right
So
on.
there
We got
really
something
is.
for everybody.
Yep. So there's no excuses not to go. So
Nope.
check
Nope.
it out, August 11th through the 14th, 2022.
Meadow
Sierra
Lake.
Trek.
Just
Meadow
around the
Lake,
just
one
around
of
the just around the
one
corner.
of the best places.
And if
in
people are
California.
wondering where Meadow Lake is off of 89, back in the woods outside of Truckee, California.
Correct. Yeah, not too far from Truckee, California, as the crow flies. A little bit of a drive, hour and a half drive or so from Truckee, towing and stuff back in there, but
Worth it.
beautiful,
Totally worth
beautiful
It is well worth
part
it.
of California.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Anything else?
No, I think we covered it all.
No,
Thank you, Renee.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
So there it is. You got all the details, the deets, as we like to say, on Sierra
Yeah.
Trek 2022.
It's gonna be epic.
Sign up. Make it happen. If you are remotely interested, feel free to contact Chris or I. Or you got Cal4Will. You can contact John or Renee. All that information's out there. It is a super cool place. It's one of my favorite places on the earth. So
Absolutely, and it's growing again. I mean, there was a period of time where Sierra Trek was, was epic, and then it kind of sloughed off a little bit as far as what main camp was like with vendors and whatnot, and it's growing again, which is pretty freaking awesome.
right.
So hopefully, last year was much bigger than the year before, and hopefully this year we outdo ourselves again, or outdo themselves.
Yeah.
I'm not taking any credit,
No.
but
'Cause
pretty badass.
Okay, well there you go. Hey, but wait, there's more.
Is there more?
If
There's
you,
more.
If you act now, we will throw in a Ginsu knife set.
Shit, I need a new knife.
Remember that? The Ginsu knife.
Yes.
Okay, so
let's go back to Tommy Woo.
we. I used to work in kitchen. Now I own kitchen
With Ginsu knife.
with Ginsu knives.
We're going
right.
to hell.
All right. So, speak for yourself. So, anyways, now, but there is more, and we had to.
Yes.
Since we invaded infiltrated the Snail Trail meetup, and we were doing a podcast there at their meetup.
Yeah.
We had to have Tyler on to get his reactions of the.
Where was Jimmy?
Jimmy was he's a social butterfly, man. He's just out floating around, bebopping, chatting it up, kissing
Okay.
babies, shaking hands, doing the whole
Shaking babies and kissing
yeah,
hands.
that too. He was out roaming the parking lot. I couldn't keep up with him. I tried to talk to him like 3 times, and he was just running around. And I finally, the only way I could talk to him was when I stayed in one place, like at like a funnel where people were going in and out to get beer. So that's that. I figured, most people were getting a beer, so that's where I'd see most people. And sure enough, here comes Jimmy by. Hey, Jason. Okay. Hey, how's it
I thought
going?
You guys were no hugs.
All right. See you later. Gotta go.
No hugs or
Gotta go.
no cuddling.
No. Thank God, no cuddling. That's your deal. That was
No.
well.
no,
We witnessed
negative.
it at KOH, so
That's right.
yeah. Luckily,
That's right.
Luckily, I was in the corner, totally safe. But yeah. Anyway, so Tyler is going to give us a little update here on the Snail Trail meetup at what's that brewery called, Chris? Come on,
High Water.
High Water Brewing, exactly.
Company.
Famous
Yeah.
for their
Lodi, California.
for their campfire stout, and they had campfire stout on nitro. And
Yeah.
I had one early in the evening to check it out, and it was delicious.
It
very good
was.
beer,
You
very good
brought me
beer.
one too. Yeah. You kept bringing me heavy beers, man.
When
That
was your birthday?
It was my.
Yeah, no, don't need any of this wussy beer stuff. We need big beers. All right, Tyler, take it away. All right, we are here, Chris, at High Water Brewing.
Yes, we are.
The Snail Trail meetup.
Awesome.
We're podcasting. They're not. They're hosting like 200 plus vehicles here in the.
A lot of rooftop tents.
There was a couple RTTs. And like Samurai James and I were talking about, we didn't know they had a junkyard at High Water Brewery and all the Toyotas in the back. So
It's
it
in
was
the
great.
back, yeah.
So hey, Tyler, welcome to the podcast. How you doing?
Doing good. I'm glad you guys made it out to the Snail Trail Overlander.
Oh,
meetup.
wouldn't have missed
it.
I mean, you guys gave me a gift and everything, man.
I
It's,
know. Happy birthday, man.
Thank you.
How do you like your
Chris's
gift?
Birthday.
It doesn't measure up.
How would you
It doesn't-
describe that? Doesn't measure up. We're gonna have to post
yeah.
that on the gram.
Oh yeah, baby.
So
It's
you know what
11
it is.
inches.
So
I did
is
measure
it 11? You
I had to
measured
ma- I had to
it?
make sure it fit in the frame, which I had to get a big enough frame for it.
Holy mackerel! Well, I'm bigger than that.
So it's a gasket for a 20 RE. What is it? What is the gasket for?
It's a 2RZ
2
water
RZ.
pump gasket.
That's it. 2
Yeah.
RZ water pump gasket. And those of you know that it will be what it is.
It will.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
it's
there's
very,
a fun
very phallic.
there's a fun story
Very
behind
phallic
that. Yeah.
looking, yes. Yes.
I went into Napa today to get windshield wiper blades, right? And because we're having this freak storm in April here, and
No, it's still winter, man.
It's still
it's still winter. Don't
Still
tell
winter.
Jimmy's tree that.
Yeah.
So I went in there and I'm looking around. I'm going up to pay for everything, and I go to the Napa guy at the counter. I'm like, "Hey, do you guys have anything in here that just says Toyota on it? I need something for a good buddy of mine. He hates Toyotas, and it's his birthday, and so I need something with Toyota on it."
I
He
don't
goes,
hate
"Do you mean
Toyotas.
like an oil,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
liter of oil or something?" I was like, "No, like a T-shirt or a hat or something." He goes, "I don't think we have anything like that. We got a mostly like GM and Chevy and Ford stuff." And I was like, "Well, those are dumb." And so we went and looked at the seat covers.
Oh.
And they had
Oh,
some
my.
for Dodge. They had some for Chevys. They had
Okay.
some Fords and some other stuff, and no Toyotas though. And so he goes, "Hold on, let's go look back in the computer system." He did a search real quick, and he's looking up. He goes, "Man, we just don't really have anything that says Toyota." And I thought about it for a second. I was like, "Can you look up a 2RZ water pump gasket?" And he goes, "What year and model is that?" I said, "I tried 97 two-wheel drive 4Runner." And he goes, "Why do you want a water pump gasket?" I was like, "You'll know when
You'll
you see
know
it."
when you see it.
And so he's just kind of sitting there searching the computer, and all of a sudden he just busts out laughing. Just starts laughing hysterically, and he goes, "Yep, we have a few in stock." I was
Yeah.
like, "Perfect, I'll take one
Take
of
one.
those."
You need
Perfect.
to seek help, dude. Really? I mean,
Oh, it was
So
fantastic.
you framed it and gave it to Chris. That was
That's right.
great. That was
Framed it.
great.
We put the Wheeling Wine and Whiskey logo
Yes.
right in the middle of the.
That's
trademark.
trademarked,
What would you call
know.
that?
I
The-
think
the
that's like the
circular
water
part?
outlet for the heater core.
It's where the
maybe?
crankshaft goes in.
Where-
for the pulley,
That's
right?
trademarked,
The
so
ball
you
sack
owe
would
us
be?
money for
Yeah.
that. Isn't that trademarked?
I think it is. I think it is.
Yeah, we-
It
Well,
says
you're
TM
keeping
below
it. I
it.
didn't sell it. I didn't
You'll
make
Yeah.
money
be
on it.
hearing from our
I didn't
attorneys.
make money on it, so
no,
it's okay.
it's all
No,
good.
no.
So that's awesome. No, it was
No,
super funny.
So yeah, it said, "Happy birthday to www Chris M." With your favorite Toyota part from Snail Trail 4x4.
Well, I have owned a couple of Toyotas over my existence. I mean, I think we've mentioned it over the years in the show. We've been on the show for 3 years almost, coming up on 3
years in May.
Yeah.
It's like
But-
less than a month away.
I
from
know,
3 years,
right?
guys.
But in high school, I had a 77 Toyota Celica GT,
And it was the best car you ever owned.
20R, carbureted 20R.
Uh-huh.
And then, of course, I had that nightmare minivan, that Sienna, which put
Best
me off.
minivan you've ever
No,
No, it
worst
was not.
minivan I ever owned.
Is
Worst
that the only
minivan.
minivan you've ever owned?
No, we had a Ford Windstar, and we had a Honda Odyssey.
Oh,
Ah, okay.
So we kind of covered the only thing we didn't have was a Chrysler, which thankfully we didn't ever go there. But so I've owned a couple of Toyotas.
the question is, where are you going to hang that up? Are you going to hang that in the office? Because
Yeah.
you and your wife share the office, so that's going to be
Studio
pretty cool.
Studio L is going to get decorated.
I like it.
Got to have
I like it.
my love me wall or
So that would be fun to have up at your work office.
Oh,
At your
no.
day
But I am gonna check it for bugs.
job. You can check- You probably should. There might be some little critters.
I think there might be electronic bugs on it. I don't know.
Electronic
I mean,
bugs. I thought you were
thinking
talking
about
something
you,
else.
the way you operate, and
I don't know what
know.
you're talking about.
You know, I mean, but then again, you know, your security system didn't work very well.
Well,
so I
that's
don't
not
know.
his deal.
Yeah, no comment there.
No
Okay.
comment.
So let's talk about this event today. I would
Yeah.
say it was a huge success.
Hell yeah.
I mean, you had, I don't know, 150, 200 people here.
Easy.
And,
Yeah.
and they were here early.
And it was
Yeah.
super cool. We rolled in at like 5:20. It started at 5 o'clock, and the back parking lot was full.
I
Packed.
got here at 4:30 and the back lot was full.
Wow.
Packed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so cool, and what a great facility this is.
Mhm.
This is awesome.
You
This
know,
place is pretty cool. Highwater Brewing does a good. They have a huge outdoor area with heat lamps.
yeah,
everywhere.
yeah. You're
Heat
you're
lamps,
like
they
huddling
got-
up
they
under
got
that heat lamp right
cornhole.
now.
Mhm.
Only thing they're missing is bocce.
And how many?
Yeah.
They got life size. What is that? Connect 4 or something?
Yeah, a big old Connect 4.
Yeah,
thing
big
down
old
there.
Connect
Uh-huh.
4. Of course, they got cornhole going on.
Mhm.
Food has been very good. Everything I've
Yeah.
sampled. And then, how many beers do they have on tap? Like 30?
I don't
say
know.
30.
It's an
freaking
extensive menu.
ridiculous.
It's
How
an-
many beers? I mean, everything from super light cucumber infused, you know, light little put your pinky up beer to buckle up buttercup. You got a stout coming at you that's like 9.5%.
They have a beer with Fireball.
No,
They do
don't.
have a couple of seltzers for all
They do.
the White Claw.
Yeah,
lovers
White
out
Claw
there.
drinker.
So-
I mean, and the staff has been great here. Super, super cool. So if you're ever out in Lodi, you got to check out Highwater Brewing.
Highwater Brewing. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
been very hospitable here. So,
So where have you guys been? You guys were out there when it was light out. It's now dark outside.
why?
But we were out there. Everybody pulled out all their welders.
Oh, I know. I saw that. So that's when I
What?
came out because I was over here.
Wait, a
BSing
Toyota
with
broke
a-
in the parking lot, not
yeah,
doing
that was
anything?
it. All those
Yeah.
Toyotas, you know, in the flat part. There was a little like 1-2 degree incline in the parking lot, and I think a Toyota broke an axle or something, so they had to bust
Jesus.
out the welders.
Yeah.
But that's what I heard. So I'm here with D Mill with a welder, right?
Oh, yeah.
And Chris and I and JL
stole my
Latte
Bronco.
Rodney was here.
Yeah.
And we're BSing, and then somebody says, "Oh, the welders are busting out in the parking lot." I go, "I got to go see this,"
Uh-huh.
because right when we got here the same time as Sue and Vichy Bun.
Right.
Yeah, Chai.
So
Bun-
yeah, Chai.
Bun welder.
So
yeah.
we got to chatted up with them real quick, and then I knew you had their new welder to hook up to the premiere, so I wanted to see that, and so that's why I jammed out there, and I got to see that spark
Yep.
up and put on the light show. So
It was definitely that. For some reason, that welder burns bright.
yeah,
We had a Carnage welder, Lenny LePage.
Yeah,
Rock Ranger.
Lenny.
Yeah,
That's kind
Lenny.
of like a home brewed bun welder, right?
yeah,
And then we had the bun welder hooked up to the Premiere, and then we had a stick welder on the Premiere, right?
yeah.
So we had 4 different welders out there, and the bun welder was putting on literally a light show. We
Yeah.
were putting on puppet shows on the wall. It was pretty funny.
Wow.
But
wow.
so that was super cool, and it was great for everybody to geek out and pull the welders out and see. I mean, such a great tool for the trail and a tool that's going to get you home.
Yep.
Absolutely.
You know, it's definitely somebody in your group should have a welder if you're
Yeah.
going out
Hopefully,
deep
yeah.
into
I
the
mean,
wilderness and
seems
some
like
of these
every-
rock trails that
There's
we do.
always somebody nowadays. I mean, that has something, whether it's a bun welder, a Carnage welder, a Premier welder.
Yeah.
You know, whatever your flavor is, whatever your choice is, it's kind of peace of mind
Yeah,
Yeah.
to
absolutely.
know that
It's
you know.
cheapish insurance depending on what your budget is. But,
Right.
like a bun welder is $350.
Yeah.
Their base welder, and $350 insurance policy to make sure you're going to get back off the trail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's to get off the trail, but you also have to have basic knowledge of how to operate the thing.
True.
You know,
Well,
I mean,
yeah, but with the that MIG style welding, I mean, it's the easiest of welding
Sure.
out there, and
So
yes,
we
you do need
actually-
to have some skill, but
We actually had last Wednesday. We kind of did the same thing at a buddy's house.
Okay.
We pulled out the bun welder, the Premier, the stick welder on the bun on the Premier, stick welder, and then 110 gas MIG welder.
oh wow,
And we kind of played around with all 3, comparing the 3 of them, right? And a guy that was there had never welded before, ever.
Okay.
He picked up the bun welder, and with a couple of simple instructions, he was laying down some pretty decent beads.
Beads, yeah.
Cool.
See?
It was pretty
That's
impressive.
cool.
So,
That's
That's
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
I mean, I have no formal welding, and I, with a production MIG welder at work, I'm like, zzz.
yeah.
I mean, MIG is easy. Honestly, I'm gonna say
Easier.
that straight up.
It
but
is, yeah.
There's still some basic skills, but yeah.
yeah,
Have
so-
you ever taken a TIG torch and used a wire feed off a MIG to feed it?
no, never done that.
That way you don't have to sit there and feed it by hand.
Shit. Well, my son
cheating.
knows how to TIG weld, so I kind of have
Nice.
somebody.
I
who knows how
love
to do
TIG
that,
welding.
so-
There's a lot going on, but I love the control of the heat and
Yeah.
everything.
So
And
super
I didn't even
cool.
know you can weld.
I can weld.
never seen
yeah,
you
I can
welding.
weld.
He fixed the step on my camper.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I
that's,
can
that was
weld
that
aluminum.
that's stainless steel. I think it was actually. Was-
No,
it's-
that was aluminum.
No, you said it was
Oh, was
stainless.
it oh, no, you're right. I think it was stainless.
Which was weird. Stainless steel. I thought it was aluminum,
yeah.
and it's like,
Gotcha.
damn. He's like, no, that's stainless. He
Yeah,
tried
my-
to weld aluminum, and I'm like,
My
really?
dad
That's
was
why
a
my camper's so
machinist.
expensive.
I've welded all steels. I'm not great, but I can make stuff stick together.
There you go.
But
So
I definitely need some more seat time.
my,
Gotcha.
my fat ass hasn't broken it yet.
Nice. Nice. So so things are wrapping up here, but we got some the regulars hanging out. We're approaching 9 p.m.
Yep.
which I know is getting close to your bedtime.
Past my
Oh, it's way
bedtime.
past my
Oh,
bedtime.
jeez.
Yeah.
Look
Way
at-
past. And Jimmy, where's Jimmy?
Where is
I
Jimmy?
think he's out in the parking lot. He's
Yeah?
he's drunk cuddle Jimmy right now.
Oh,
Where's,
boy.
his
So-
wife's gone too.
Oh,
No,
boy.
she's right there.
Oh, is she? Oh, she is there.
Oh.
Do you know where your husband is?
Is she summer or
Do
autumn?
you know where your husband is?
In
In the parking lot. In
That
the
was
parking lot.
A question.
In the parking
That was
lot.
more than a
Face
question.
down in the
There you go.
asphalt.
There we go. Somebody should go check on Jimmy.
We're missing
There's
Jimmy.
people out there, I think.
Okay.
He's
okay.
cuddling
All
right now. He's
all
just-
right.
Cuddle Club.
I'm gonna walk out there and
The
find
cuddle
him passed
club.
out in the back.
He
of
is.
the
He's got to be.
Forerunner.
He's got to be past.
The Snail Trail Cuddle Club.
So
there
what?
you go.
Yeah, I don't think you ever clarified that, Chris. The
Yeah,
cuddle
where'd that
club
come
was
from?
that was
So
from
that
the
was-
podcast.
I mean, that was
It
from the
makes-
show.
It should make a great T-shirt. I'm
Snail
waiting for Brian
Trail
Murphy to come up with
Sean.
something.
Yeah.
Snail. No, Morphlate Sean, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
it was from that episode.
Yeah,
that
from that
episode when you
episode where
guys
they
were
were on the
talking about,
couch.
and I decided like, man, that's funny as hell. I gotta have the Snail Trail Cuddle Club, and I called in and that was a quick little phone call that I did.
Right,
And
right.
We were
And you-
so confused.
Yeah.
well, it doesn't take much to confuse you guys.
We're very simple people over at Snail Trail, the Gastropod podcast.
Nice, nice.
It's all good, my friend. It's all good. So, but yeah, I we feed off of each other, and it's a blast. So
Yeah.
It is, yep.
But yeah, looking forward to this is awesome. I'm glad we made it today.
Yeah.
And the weather's been fantastic, and we had rain this morning, but
A
it
lot of
cleared
rain this
up.
morning. It dumped this morning at my house, at least.
Oh,
Yeah,
did?
it dumped at my house too.
Yeah,
in
we
San
got
Jose.
a good shot of rain down at work
Over a
and
half
in the Bay
inch?
Area, which was super awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
4/10, something like that. So we need it. The Bay Area is desperate. The whole
A lot
state
of
of
snow up in
California
the
is
Sierras.
desperate
You
for
can do
it.
a snow run tomorrow, Easter snow run.
Dude, so there was a guy that stopped by. He's been a long time listener to the podcast, but
First time caller.
first time caller, yeah. He was up at Mormon Immigrant Trail today.
Oh, Matt.
really?
Yeah, up at the top, and he said the snow is beautiful up there right now.
Wow.
So
I
I'm
heard
like,
they got a couple.
Is
feet.
it opened up all the way
Yeah.
through to
That's
88 now, or
awesome.
no?
I think the gate is still closed at the snow park.
Okay.
But you can get Mormon Immigrant is open for off-roading. OHV
Sure.
access right now.
But somebody posted a video that said it was pretty much just down to pavement most of the way.
Wow.
Up until yesterday.
yeah.
Yeah, well,
the,
yeah,
the
obviously.
storm that
I'll tell
came
you, if
through
it-
dumped 2 to 3 feet up there.
If it wasn't
Wow.
Easter tomorrow and I wasn't hosting, I would be up there skiing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
Right.
be chasing snow bunnies on the slope.
Yeah, and then poor old
Easter
Chris
snow
has to
bunnies.
edit all this
Mhm.
shit.
Easter snow
so.
bunnies. There you go.
That's all right. Chris can sit at home and edit.
There you go. You can edit. That's what you do. Tomorrow's not your birthday. Your birthday's over at midnight.
No, that's right.
Were you born morning or night?
I was born at like 10
You know?
something in the morning.
10 something in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you're like a brunch baby, mimosa baby.
I think my mom was drinking mimosas during labor. Yeah.
That explains a lot,
Explains
actually.
a lot.
That was back
It
in the
really
day
does.
when they still drank and smoked
There
during
you go.
pregnancies.
Yeah,
you
she's
know?
like, she had a cigarette.
Well, we have oxygen going.
What
I
are we
don't
gonna
care.
name him? I don't know. Let's go with Chris.
Explains a lot, right, fuckers?
Well, there you go. Well, happy birthday.
Thank you. It's been great.
And yeah, you got anything else, Tyler, to share
I
here?
got nothing else. I was just trying to steal the heat lamp.
No,
here.
I
didn't
know.
expect
You
to get
came
on
over here
a
by the heat
microphone,
lamp.
So.
Well, you hate talking to microphones.
No,
I know.
I know.
I'm not a big talker. If you,
Yeah.
everybody knows that.
Yeah,
so.
no, it's good. It's
You're
good.
so shy.
shy. Shy guy.
Well, you're always welcome on the show, Tyler.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Likewise.
Well, this has been fun. Thanks for having us out.
No,
And
one quick question.
Oh, yes.
Did you and James ever release your podcast episode from the Snail Trail studio? You and Samurai James?
Oh, that was a video. That was a video. You talking about
Oh,
Samurai
boy.
James?
Summer's here.
Yes.
Yeah, no, we haven't. That was strictly a video, and we do need to. I thought about that the other day. Thank you for reminding me. I will get that out on the IG.
Because I walked in on you guys. I don't know
That's
what
right.
you were doing. I was out of the room, and I walked in, and everybody just stopped
You were selling-
dead silent and looked at me.
Yeah.
Well, they were
And there's
peeing
this
in
really
the
awkward
corners.
pause, and I was like, what is going on? And then just everyone starts laughing.
Yeah, no.
I have no clue what's going on. you guys.
So we met James. We had to I don't know, we had to exchange something or something. And so James like, hey, meet me at the Snail Trail studio, and AKA Morflate warehouse.
Yeah.
And so you were taking care of some business in the back. And so Sean, Morflate Sean, James and I were there. And you got the whole studio set up. So we sat in the chairs, and James was like, let's record a podcast real quick. I'm like, and then Rhonda, Lady Samurai, filmed it. And so, yeah, I've got that. It's pretty freaking funny, actually.
Right
Or
on.
at least we thought it was funny. We'll see. We'll
Well,
throw it
we'll
out there
see.
on IG.
Okay.
We'll throw some catchy tune to it and see if we can get 10,000 likes.
So you're closing in on episode 400, huh?
400?
No, 300.
No.
Oh, 300.
300.
500?
No, 300.
We're quitting before 400.
There you go. Just shut it down. I don't know, 2 a week. You've been doing 2 a week for a while, and that's
Yeah.
crazy.
It is.
That's a lot.
That's
It's a lot.
one
yeah.
a week is tough, but 2 a week is insane.
If either of us still had quote unquote day jobs,
Yeah, real
we
jo-
weren't
real
in control
jobs.
of our own
Yeah.
schedules, we wouldn't be doing 2 a
Yeah,
week
there's
right
no
now.
way. I mean, Chris
No.
and I have struggled at times, and we've made it happen.
Oh, yeah. No,
And
we've done great.
I'm impressed that we've made it happen, but there's been times where like, okay, we got to, and then Chris is like, well, we could recode remote, and I go, no, F that, because sound quality is terrible. But we're working on that software.
We're working on it. Yep.
Hopefully
Yeah,
we can get
we're-
that dialed in too.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. I mean,
anyways,
the dynamic's still not the same,
yeah,
but it might happen.
It's
so.
fun. So,
Technology is our friend.
whoa,
Someone's
Mazel
getting
tov,
violent in
Mazel
there.
tov.
All
Glasses
right.
down.
Well,
I think
Tyler,
they're throwing us out. They're throwing glasses at the Snail
shit,
Trail.
I-
Boys.
and I
They're
gotta-
trying
I
to
gotta
wake
use
Jimmy
the
up in the
restroom.
parking lot.
Jesus.
Yeah, this is crazy. So we better get back out there and help them out.
Tyler, thank you. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having
Yeah,
us.
it's
Thanks
been
for coming
fun.
out. It's a
yeah,
fun night.
thanks for having us.
Yep.
Cool.
All right, and Chris.
We're out.
Okay, do we have anything else? Is there anything else? Going once, going twice. Chris, anything else to is that it?
That's it. I think that's it for tonight or today or this episode.
It's the extension of the extension podcast, but that pretty cool. That was fun. We just it was busy weeks for us, and we were trying to figure out how are we going to get together and record. How are we going to get up to Lodi? How are we going to
Yeah.
make all this stuff happen? And we said, hey, let's just record in the truck. Let's try it. So
road trip it.
hopefully it worked out okay. If you like it, let us know. If you don't like it, then
We'll never do it again.
let Tyler know.
So and we'll have a full recap of our adventure at the brewery with the meetup
Yeah.
in a future episode, because we saw a lot of our listeners, and of course there's a lot of crossover from the Snail Trail listeners
Sure.
to our, and us. So it was a great meetup. It was nice wandering around talking to a lot of our listeners, and we saw it was pretty cool. I got to meet Gear Wrench Corey, which was nice.
Oh yeah,
So-
yeah. So Gear Wrench Corey, and did you meet Morflate Sean?
I did.
Okay,
yes, I was
yeah,
chatting
so
with
I
him. So I
thought-
mean, it was a who's who of
Yeah,
of
it really
people. It
was.
great.
And some of the fellow four wheelers that we go out with, and people we see on the gram posting all the time, like Truck Norris. So
Yeah.
they had their whole
Lee Lim and
they had their whole
overlander setup deployed.
Yeah, what
I
is
didn't see
with
any
the- why
scuttles,
do the
but I did
tents-
see some deployment of tents and batwing awnings.
And then of course the propane powered fire pits.
Yes, that was cool. So,
So the full recap from us will be in the very near future.
yeah.
On a future
But
episode.
this was good to catch up with Renee, get the update on Sierra Trek, and then Tyler's reaction, hot off the press there at the event. Super cool. So, yeah, good stuff, Chris. How do they get a hold of us if they want to?
Oh, we're gonna repeat that. So yeah. If
Oh,
they
did
wanna
we
get a hold
repeat
of
it
us,
already? Okay, well then let's shut that.
Close that up. Anyway, yeah, no.
Is this the end of the end, or is this pseudo end? Where is this going to go?
There's no end.
There's no end on the podcast.
It never ends.
Okay. Well, people know how to get a hold of us. When are we switching to irate?
Soon.
Okay.
So this episode's gonna drop on the 26th, I believe.
Okay, so this is the last episode before we drop to Patreon.
Before we drop on irate.
Okay.
So there'll be information. We'll be emailing, and we will be a lot of information will be coming through to our patrons through the Patreon channel through email. So
Just
we will
cut 'em
give
off.
details on that. And man, you're all right there?
I'm good.
You sure?
Are we still recording?
We are still recording.
Oh, I thought we already had an end.
No, we're good. So yeah, all right, we're out.